Star 94.1.
What's up? It's Live in Local Atlanta, and I'm your host, Alyssa. We are in the week of Thanksgiving. I am here with my super amazing friend, Dr. Kyri. She's got an amazing story, and I want her to tell you a little bit about it. Obviously, you see we've got cookies on the table, so we're dealing with cookies, which is perfect right before the holidays.
Yes.
Dr. Kyri, thank you for joining me. I know
Thank
you've got a
you.
super busy schedule. You're a mom of 4. You're in Brooklyn. You came down to Atlanta. I'm so thankful for that.
Thank
But
you.
let's dive right into it. Let's first start with talking about your cookies, Kyri Cookies.
Yes.
And we'll go into the history behind that
Awesome.
shortly. So tell me about Kyri Cookies.
Well, Kyrie's Cookies is actually an organic cookie company, and we got our start in 2009 shipping cookies to the troops. That's how we began.
I love that. And that's so perfect this time of year. Everybody wants to feel good, be close to family any way they can. So it's such a beautiful cause. Now, one thing I want to touch on is a little bit behind your personal history, which is you're a cancer survivor.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we talk about that a little bit
Yes.
and you know how it inspired you to step into the business world?
Yes. Well, in 2019, I was diagnosed with a rare sarcoma, and the sarcoma was in stage 4. It was housed in my right pelvic wall and my lungs. And so the prognosis was very poor. I was treated at Emory's Winship's Center here in Georgia. And so they took great care of me. It was a very aggressive battle, very difficult battle. And I went into remission in 2021. And at that time, I decided that I was going to do Kyri's Cookies and start selling my cookies to everyone around the world.
That's so beautiful. I love your story. It really speaks to your strength, your determination, your grit. And I think a lot of people, sometimes they hear a prognosis and they think that's it, and they feel scared to keep fighting. So
Yes.
it's such an incredible story that not only have you kept fighting, you're a survivor and you're a thriver,
Yes.
but you also pushed through to make these delicious and amazing cookies.
Yes, ma'am.
And something special about these cookies and why we're so lucky to have you here with us today is these are one of Oprah's favorite things. Is
Yes,
that right?
they are. Yes, they are. And
I love
it is
it.
such a tremendous honor for us to be a company. We spent the first 12 years just giving, and so we didn't start selling them until 2 years ago. And so to be so young as a company, to have this opportunity, we're extremely grateful. We're so honored that she would choose us.
Absolutely. So these are organic gourmet cookies.
Yes.
Walk me through the process of how they became organic, because we know sweets are not necessarily always the healthiest.
Yes.
And we want to eat them this time of year. So how did you get all these products to be delicious and organic?
Well, for me, even with my children growing up, I've always milled my grains. So I start from the grain itself and mill it. I don't use any bleached flours at all. I don't use any white sugars at all. And so that allows for the body to process it differently. Of course, my background is healthcare. I've been in healthcare for the last 30 years. And knowing what white sugar does to our bodies, white flour, it doesn't allow it to thrive. And so I decided that if I was going to start Kyri's Cookies, it would have to be the same things that I serve my children. And so that's what we do. We just stay true to that.
Absolutely. I love it. A mom's mission is always the best mission because moms care the most. I love that. Talk to me a bit about some of the flavors that you have for your cookies.
Awesome.
I saw my favorite one. I saw an oatmeal raisin cookie, so I'm
Yes.
excited about that. But talk to me about the rest of these cookies.
So we have, of course, the classic chocolate chunk and the classic oatmeal cran raisin. So those are the classics. They do very, very well with everyone. We have chocolate walnut. In addition to that, we have what we call the zebra macadamia. So it is macadamia with not white chocolate, but we use cocoa butter and a dark chocolate. So it's really awesome. And of course, I created one cookie that represents my home in Brooklyn. I was born and raised in Red Hook Project, so I have a cookie called the Brooklyn. It reminds you of the Brooklyn blackout cake, so it's a blackout cookie. It has peanut butter in the center. And then, of course, now Georgia is my new home, so I made a Georgia pecan turtle.
I love it. I love it. That all sounds so delicious. What would you say is your favorite way to eat your cookies by itself? Do you serve it with a little bit of ice cream? Do you heat it up?
Oh, my goodness. It just depends on the day. So we have a actual brick and mortar in Dallas, Georgia, and so we serve ice cream there. It's amazing. You can just warm up your cookie. Everything is served warm, and then you can put ice cream on it. Or for me, what I like, because I travel a lot, I take an oatmeal cran raisin, keep it in my purse, to be honest. And I nibble off of it little by little. It's a 6-ounce cookie, as you can
seriously.
see.
These cookies are huge. I feel like it's the size
Yes.
of my face.
Yes.
They're so delicious looking. I can't wait to start chowing down on some of these cookies. I have to ask, I went to school out in Dallas for quite some time. Are you close to the downtown, or are you kind of outside of the downtown area?
We're outside of the downtown area. It's really developing a lot over there on Highway 92.
Okay. Okay, I know exactly where that's at. That is amazing. I want to ask you just a couple quick rapid fire questions. Let's have a little bit of fun. It's the holiday season. Which cookie are you leaving out for Santa?
I am leaving the Georgia pecan turtle.
Okay, why? Do you think Santa would like that?
Yes, I think Santa would like it because we're in Georgia, and so I think that he would like to have something reminiscent of Georgia.
Okay, so you already said you keep the oatmeal raisin cranberry cookie in your purse to nibble on. What's your backup cookie if that's not available?
Oh, a chocolate chunk.
Absolutely. Yes. I love it. I love it. I absolutely loved hearing you say there's a chocolate chip with walnut cookie.
Yes.
I'm a bit of a cookie diva. I would have to say I like my cookies gourmet. I like them walnutty, got the extra little crunch in it.
Yes, and
so
we have big walnuts. I don't know if you can see. They're really big.
Yes, I did. I saw that.
But at the Brooklyn is a favorite because it's black cocoa and it has a little bit of espresso and peanut butter. And so that combination is just really yummy.
Absolutely. I love to hear it. How can people get these cookies? You're in Georgia, you're in Dallas, but how else can they get the cookies?
Mm-hmm.
They can go to our website, which is kyriscookies.com. It's KYRIS, K as in kite, OOKIES.com.
I love it. Do you want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
I swear when I was a kid, I swear cookie was spelled COOKY. It only just recently did I realize it's actually spelled COOKIE.
Yes.
I don't know where I've been for the last 20 years of my life, but I don't know where I've been, but that's what I was thinking for the longest time.
Yes.
So, whoops.
That's all right. That's all right. We don't help with the extra K at the beginning, but
Perfect. I love it. Kyri, how can people stay up to date with you guys on social media?
Yes, we're also Kyri's Cookies on Facebook and Kyri's Cookies on Instagram. And of course, I would love for them to come to our storefront, which is at 10175 Dallas Ackworth Highway. I would love for them to come in.
Perfect. It's Dr. Kyri. She's here with her amazing Kyri's Cookies, which are Oprah's favorite. They've been listed as Oprah's favorites for her winter edition for this year. Of course, if you want to stay up to date with me, you can follow me across all social media at itsme_Alyssa D. And if you want to stay up to date and get exclusive conversations just like this one, be sure and download the free Odyssey app today. That's AUDACY. And favorite Star 94 Atlanta. Don't forget to follow Star 94 Atlanta across all social media at Star 94 Atlanta. We'll see you guys next time.
Star 94.1.